Okay, so I'm back. So I was telling you about Idaho. And we had just about talked about all the people that live here, and it was one of their birthday today, and she went on the little Dutch Brothers tour, so that's super cool. And she even brought Lexi back to Dutch Brothers, so that was really nice of her. Her name. Oh, she's the one I was telling you I can never remember her name. Same as my neighbors. So you got it. Okay, you guys probably know her name. I can't remember her name. But anyway, she's pretty nice. She's a little standoffish at first, and she's definitely the loud one of the group. But she's pretty cool, I think. So, and her daughter draws wicked well. She drew a phoenix. It's so detailed. I mean, her daughter's just little yet. It reminds me so much of my kids. Just love, love, love it. I have to take a picture so I can show my kids tomorrow. I have to remember to do that. So there's that. Anyway, so we first left our house and we headed towards the Dalles. We ended up spending the night. Well, first we ended up going to, oh my goodness, it was shenanigans. We had talked to one of Rich's old friends, Rich and Sabrina's old friends, and she said that her brother was getting rid of a dog, and I saw the post on Facebook, and I was like, okay, yeah, my kids would like the dog. It's half lab and half pit bull, and I was like, that's perfect, because she said it's calm like a lab, not too rowdy like a pit, but Lexi really wants a pit, so that's like the ideal dog, right? And so we were so excited, and me and Lexi went to go pick it up, and it was a lie. They actually hadn't, they hadn't even told the brother they were getting rid of the dog. And so imagine me driving all the way from Tillamook to Portland to pick up this dog if we weren't going on a road trip anyway, because they didn't know. Oh, there's this commercial. Sorry about the ad. Hold on. Okay, so check it out. So I was telling you about, I'm going to die. Okay, so I was telling you about, the phone. Okay, so, I wasn't telling you about the phone yet. Anyway, so let's start with the dog. Okay, so we drove all the way there to get the dog. We could have driven like an hour and a half for nothing, but thankfully we were going that direction. But Lexi was a little bit heartbroken. I had promised her a dog, and then we had to break to Malachi too that we weren't getting the dog we had been talking about all week long. So shady, guys, shady. If you're watching this, shady. Anyway, just before that, actually, back it up a little bit. This is some craziness. So I kind of made friends with this girl, the first local girl that I made friends with at all, at the coast. And she's younger than me, so, a little bit of drama. I saw it coming, whatever. So we went Pokemoning together and stuff, and that was kind of fun. And she makes good money. She makes usually, like what I was making almost an hour at the apartment management job. So that's not like my whole income, but it's my, that's a good job. And she makes that amount of money a month. And her husband's working too, and he's making that same amount of money a month, but they never have any money. And it's not drugs. I know you're thinking drugs. It's not drugs. So they're like starving, and it's kind of cute because she's always like, my diabetes, so I have to eat. But really, she says she's pre-diabetic. So like, I don't think that's a thing, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor anyway. So she was pretty sweet anyway. And every now and then, like a little thuggish, and you're like, wait a minute, like, what kind of person are you? Are you like the sweet country girl, or are you the wannabe thug? But that's all cool, right? So, anyway, when I first met them, we were like cool and shit, and they were still on the phone, and I didn't get paid till the next day. So I was like, damn, I really want that phone because, me and my Pokemon and shit. But they sold it. So I was like, damn it, I didn't get that phone. And then she's like, my husband has another phone you can have though. And I was like, how much for that one? And the same, $40. And I didn't have any money. So damn it. So I didn't get either one of those phones. And then I was like, she was really my friend though. Like, she probably would have just let me pay the phone, the second one tomorrow or something. You help your friends out. But we weren't that close, so I was like, whatever. That's lame of me to feel that way. So in the meantime, I'm my normal self. I pay for her to go to the Y. I pay for her food. I pay for her drinks. And like, she's like, on the way to Tillamook from Bay City, we got to stop at Barview. Now, if you're from the coast at all, that's like not a thing. Like, the way to Tillamook from Bay City, there's no Barview. That's the other way. Quite a ways the other way. Anyways, but she's like, my husband's hungry and we have no food. So I'm like, oh, right. So I take her. Halfway there, she's like, by the way, I don't have any money for the food. I was hoping you could loan it to me. And I tell her I don't really have any money. And I don't really to speak of. So I overdraw my bank account $13 and buy some junk, whatever. So that he has food and she has food and there's drinks and whatever. And then all of a sudden she's talking about, do you have any money? And I'm like, I just told you I don't have money. Like, the money I have was my son's anyway. And she's like, well, because we have this phone we want to sell. And her husband's like on speaker and he's like, oh, just give it to her. And she's like, no, because I hustle for mine and I know how to hustle. I just have to have stuff to hustle with. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is like heartbreaking because not because of the phone, but because this isn't the kind of friend I want to have. So I kind of got to start distancing myself from her. Not the person that wouldn't give away a phone, but the person that wants to hustle and she's got her grind and blah, 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 blah. I want the kind of friend like me that'll overdraw their bank account $13 to make sure you eat. That's the kind of friend I want. And phones are optional. So it's not the phone, but just the kind of relationships I want to build, I'm trying really hard to be picky about. Like, I'm trying to limit negativity and unhealthy relationships as much as possible. So there you have it. I wasn't going to like not be your friend though, just less open, just not so like, hey, use me. Right. So anyway, there's that. And it sucked. Well, then she messages me and she's like, we're going to go ahead and just sell you the phone for $50 actually. And we'll hold it for you till Wednesday. And so I was like, that's awesome because I totally need a phone. But then on the other hand, I was like, well, when I loaned you $40, I didn't make you wait till payday to come pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, why on Wednesday? Why do you have to hold it until I pay you? Like, I'm not trustworthy. But, okay, whatever. It is what it is. So at first I said no because I'll tell you why. This stuff always blows up in your face. You cannot do business with friends. It just like never works, I swear. So it's $50 though. It's a phone. It's going to be fine. So I tell her, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And she says, yeah. So then I put through a cancellation on Amazon for the Windows phone I had ordered, especially because I was pissed because I figured out it was a Windows phone. Here goes an ad.
And I really like that.
Okay, so she has me wait till Wednesday, and like I said, that was a little weird to me, like we're supposed to be friends or whatever, and I do stuff for you all the time, and for you not to trust me, it's odd. That's all, just odd. So it did cross my mind. It wasn't a big issue, but it was weird. Anyways, come Wednesday morning, and now I've canceled my Amazon order. I'm not sure if it's going to cancel or not at that point because they had already shipped it, and it didn't end up canceling, so whatever. But anyways, I had canceled my phone order. I'm ready to go out of town with my daughter, me and her. And you already know we didn't get no dog. And we're not getting the phone. And I said to her, she was like, you're going to hate me. And I was like, please don't tell me you're going to renege on the phone. Like, please don't say that. And she's like, well, I have to. They're giving me $50 more. So you have to because they're giving you more money. So it's a money thing. And so I was like, please don't do that. And she was like, I don't have any choice. And so that's, like I said, it's just not the kind of relationship I want to have. I mean, let me just put it this way. I don't have $50 relationships, okay? I have $1 million relationships, as catty as me and my friends get. And we have our moments. We would just do anything for each other when it comes down to it. And that's the kind of friend I want to have. But, I mean, it's not a greedy thing. It's not a money thing. It's just that's the kind of people I want to surround myself with. People that care about me as much as I care about them, or at least, do their best by me like I do by them. So I blocked her on Facebook, and that was that for me. But it wasn't that for her. So then she gets on her husband's account, and she's like, by the way, I'm no hustler. And so I explained to her, you were on the phone bragging about being a hustler. It wasn't meant to be an insult. I'm not saying that hustling's bad. We all hustle a little bit, but is your hustle worth more than your friendship? I mean, go out there, do good for yourself, work hard, spend your money, save your money, buy a house, buy a mansion, buy the world. I'll root for you every time. But don't put it above your friendships. Don't put it above your relationships. That's me. And we all have our own opinions of that. So anyway, that was that. And then finally, I explained my position to her in her husband's Facebook account. And then she blocked me from that account. So that was that. And I was fine with that. It was sad to block someone, but we weren't that close yet. We didn't know each other that long. It looks like this recording is going to stop here in a couple seconds. So I'll start a new one and maybe it'll be more positive.